Hey y'all, it's Jo. So many things to talk about, I don't even know where to start. So I know I'm going to skip over a lot of things, but maybe I'll get back to them again another day, but who knows. So many things to talk about, y'all. Okay, but let me talk about some yarn stuff. And I can't find that. I made Mario a beanie out of this yarn for St. Patty's Day. And, oh, where is it? Let me get it, grab one. Because I don't know where that label went. This is Yarn Bee. Oh, it must be Merino. It's a Yarn Bee, a clearance yarn I got at Hobby Lobby one year. And it is so soft and scrumptious. It is 50 merino wool, 25 acrylic, and 25 nylon. So it's got good stretch and structure to it, and soft, and the warmth from the wool. Let me see if I can find that darn thing. Or maybe I'll insert a picture here, because there's nothing spectacular about it. He likes plain. He just wants basically a single crochet beanie. He doesn't even want any kind of a border or a rim, no ribbing, you know, nothing. It's just single crochets from the top to the bottom. So that's what it was. So I did make him that. And I had made him a black one too. A few black ones actually these past few months. He lost one, and then I made another one, and then I think it might have been a little too tight or thick. And so then I made another one, and that one's better. So he likes that one. Oh, so I showed y'all with this purple yarn that I used to make my Mardi Gras top and stuff. Got my Mardi Gras top right here. So this is the Lion Brand Ice Cream Cotton Blend. And I showed y'all where Lynette had started making a granny shawl. And so I added on. So this is 2 balls and some extras, some extra pieces or littler balls that I had. So this is how big it is. Now I can make this bigger, but I think I'm going to leave it just like this. And I think this is a nice little size, just to have a little something to throw on my shoulders and get my little hug from Lynette. Yes, you can see I have not sewed in any ends, but I'll have my little Lynette hug here with me now. Thank you, Lynette. She started it and I finished it, and now I'll have that little special wrap when I need to throw something on my shoulders. And purple, in case y'all don't know, is her favorite color, and she's all about the purple. She seems to be liking yellow now too, so of course she likes all colors like we all do, but you know, we have our favorites. I am having a hard time remembering if I showed y'all things or not. And right now, I don't feel like looking back on my videos to see if I know I showed y'all these washcloths that I made from Brianna K braided wheat stitch. And I'm pretty sure I showed y'all these cotton washcloths that I made that are still just stacked up here on my desk. And here's one that has a bigger border on it. I was trying out different size borders to see what I liked. And oh my goodness, I just pulled some of this one out. Oh, that was good. Oh well, I can finish that up real quick. I think I decided I liked this one. I like this one with the size border it has for the washcloth. And I really want to make a blanket out of this stitch. I think that would just be, it would be pretty luxurious looking, I think. I think it would just look bougie. So I do want to try that. And I think I showed y'all, the fingerless gloves and hat that I made. Didn't I show y'all this? I'm pretty sure I did. I think. I don't know if I showed you a finished product. And the hat. So I got the hat and the fingerless gloves. I don't think I ever took pictures of these and posted them or anything, like on Brianna Kay's, you know, Facebook group page or something. But I'll have her link down below. And I also made these black ones because I wanted black. I'm pretty sure I didn't show y'all these, or if I did, I wasn't finished with them. So these are the black ones. Isn't that such a neat stitch? I really like it. I fell in love with it when I first saw it. And now I want to make a sweater like this. I want to make a scarf like this, a wrap, a shawl, you know, with this stitch, the braided wheat stitch. Ignore my naked nails. Look. They're naked. As a jaybird. So I really love that. Oh, these are my Mardi Gras fingerless gloves right here that I showed y'all last time. I know I showed you those. Okay. So I think that's it for that. So quite a few months ago, I can't remember when. Maybe if I look it up, I'll post here and what video you can go see. I started the Calming Comfort Blanket for my two aunts. I'm doing two, and I was doing them in tandem, so I make sure I don't have second blanket syndrome. But I can't remember how big it was the last time I showed you, but this is where I'm at with it now. Every now and then I pick it up and I try to work on them. So this is one. Oh my goodness. Right here. That's one. And no, I'm not showing you the same blanket. See, I have two of them. This is the other one. I think this one's still connected. This one I actually only have like 2.5 skeins of yarn left. And I have, yikes. I have 4 rounds left to do, 2 on each blanket. And I said, I don't think it's going to happen. I'm not going to be able to get 4 rounds on each blanket with 2 skeins. I don't think it's going to work. So I started one last night. I got on just one side done on a blanket, and then the skein feels like half done almost. I don't know. It's like it took a third of it to do one side, you know, to corner to corner. So I'm like, no. And it was a double crochet X row. It was a X double crochet, X double crochet, you know, all the way down. And it just took up a lot of yarn. So I decided to just do away with that round. And I'm just doing a round of single crochets. So I'm just going to have to, you know, fudge it, right? So I'm just working on a round of single crochet on this edging here. And then for the last round, which I'm hoping I will have enough in this one skein to do both blankets. The last round, which has like a little ruffly, nubbly edge. Let me show you the other blanket I did. This is one that I did a while back. So this edging here, you can see this is the round that has the X stitches and the doubles. And then this is the edging that has like a little nubbly border. So I think it'll be okay to just skip the X stitch round and put the little nubblies. And we'll call it done. And I've got to get these done soon because I know I'm going to be seeing my aunts. We were kind of waiting for Mardi Gras to be over. So nobody was, you know, we have a lot of parades in this area. And I have a lot of cousins, and one of my aunts lives across the lake in New Orleans. And, you know, it's like we always have to worry about traffic and our roads closed, and it's a mess. And this year, Mardi Gras is going on forever because they had bad weather on Mardi Gras Day, and so they had to reschedule a lot of parades. Well, they rescheduled some for last weekend, and they rescheduled some for the weekend coming up. Plus, they have the Irish parade, which I went to last weekend, along with one of the Mardi Gras parades that ran with it. And then they're also doing the same thing next weekend. They're having the big truck parade in Metairie, which is right near New Orleans. They're probably having parades in New Orleans too, but I might be going to the one in Metairie this weekend. And so they're going to have the big, you know, like 100 floats. And then they're also going to have the Italian-Irish parade along with it. So, you know, back to back. So it's just been a lot. It's been a lot. So it's kind of be nice for parades to be over so we can kind of go back to normal. Anyway, all that to say is after all the flipping parades are over, I'll finally get to go see my aunts. So I'm trying to remember what yarn I used on this one. It wasn't Scarfy. What's that other one that's kind of like, it was a Premier, it was a Premier yarn. If I remember or figure it out, I'll write it right here. Y'all know which one I'm talking about too. You're probably shouting it out at the screen. You know which one this is. Okay. If y'all have been following along with the Boggy Blanket Brigade, it was so exciting and so heartwarming to see that they reached their goal and surpassed it. I'll link all the channels down below. Lynette with Charm Grandma Crochet, Nancy with She's Got Yarn Too, Linnea, Nina's Knots Crochet, Billy the Crafty Floridian, and Juan the Yarn Addict. So that's the like core group that's involved with the Boggy Blankets. And Boggy is a camp in Florida for children with chronically ill diseases. So so they collect these blankets, and every camper gets to go home with a blanket. So anyway, the goal that they had set for themselves was to get 20, 25, and 2025. Now they usually deliver them in February-ish. This year it was March-ish. I forget the date. But they ended up collecting a grand total of 3,255 blankets. and it was amazing. And these are all donated from wonderful people just like you who love to crochet and send in the blankets. If you want to participate in this next year, they start collecting again in August. So you can check out their channels for all the deets. They will give you all the details. So I just wanted to say congratulations and just send out my love to everyone who participated, because that was amazing. Okay, that was a good news. Okay, so let's see. I kind of have a rough list here of things I wanted to talk about. Now, going back to when Lynette was in town, and she's coming back to town as far as I know, for another week. Next week. Yeah, next week she'll be here. And but while she was here before, when we got back from Fiber Fun in the SIP in Mississippi, the day that, the next day that she was here, I didn't know. I told y'all I didn't know Lynanne was coming too, and she did. So we met for lunch the next day, and it was so good to see Lynanne again. But I hope that her and her husband Tom come back to camp this way again. Those two girls, the two L's, the L and L, the Lynette and the Lynanne, they have campers. Well, I think, wait, no, Lynanne's, she drives. It's an RV, right? I'm pretty sure that, yeah, it's an RV. But anyway, none of that really matters. They love camping, and so I hope she comes back this way too sometime. Yeah, so we met for lunch at this restaurant called Shaggy's. It's one of me and Mario's favorite places to go eat at on the beach. I think it's actually in Pass Christian. It's in Pass Christian or Long Beach. I think it's in the Pass. They call it the Pass. Anyway, on the Mississippi coast. So it's actually on the beach side, and it's up on piers, of course, you know. And it's just so nice to sit out on their big back deck and have a meal outside, and you're feeling the breeze from the Gulf and the Gulf of America. I love that. Yes. Gulf of America. And lots of good food to eat. Delicious food. But especially if you like seafood. Now, my girl Lynette's not a seafood eater. So I'm like, I guess you're going to be eating a lot of burgers and chicken on the coast here. Roast beef sandwiches. Po' boys. Okay, so anyway, oh, but we did meet for lunch again another day, her and Roy and me and Mario, and she did try gator, y'all. We got, you know, a little appetizer, some gator bites, and I don't usually order the gator because I'm just not a big fan of it, but these were actually pretty good. It wasn't bad at all. You know, I've had some a lot worse where it was very gamey tasting, and it was like, oh, no thanks. But these were good. It was kind of like chicken, but sort of. Oh, so we took this cute picture, you know, up on the deck while we were eating lunch, and I sent it to our little group messenger chat, and then Jackie, who, you know, we had met at the Yarn Fest in the SIP, for the Fiber Fun in the SIP. She was like, hey, why didn't y'all tell me you were going there? Of course, that would have been more like a 5-hour drive for her, but anyway, or maybe 6 hours. So she took that photo and she photoshopped herself into it. And it was hilarious. It was so funny. But we would have loved to have had you there too, Jackie. And that's Jackie from Crochet HD. Okay, so then, maybe at the end of this video, I'll just put in a few clips. I went and, Lynette and Linan, then when they had to get back to their campsite, I kind of stayed around a little bit, went to one of my favorite little shops, and then I went and sat by the beach for a little while and just watched some seagulls. They were so loud, but I loved it. I love hearing the seagulls. And yeah, so I'll put in a little footage of that at the end. I took a lot of video of different things that we went to and seen, and I'll just add that to the back. So in case you don't really want to sit here and watch, you know, video that I took, it'll be at the end, and then you don't have to stay for it. If you don't want to. If you just want to hear me gab, here I am. I'm a talking head. Oh, so the day that we met with Roy and Mario for lunch, Mario had a gig that night. And I don't know if I can insert any of his video because they always throw down copyrights for the songs. And if anybody knows how I can like give the main artist credit for that and then not get the copy, I don't know how that works. Anyway, so I don't know if I'll put his music up here, but maybe one day. I've been telling him we just need to make you a channel and then you can put all your gig videos on there. So, and that way, I think there's a way, you know, like it wouldn't be monetized or anything. So then he would just be able to post stuff and maybe turn off comments or, you know, without being monetized. I don't think there would be any kind of copyright strike or something. Anyway, why am I even talking about that right now? I have no idea. So then, maybe I'll insert a few pictures of Mario playing. So then, like a couple of days after that gig, we met Roy and Lynette at a parade in Gulfport, which I didn't know it was just like a really, really small parade. So it was just like down this one street, and you know, it was adorable. It would have been something really nice for families and stuff, but it was mainly they had golf carts, they had regular vehicles, they had tractors pulling, you know, just a trailer. I'm trying to remember what all they had. They didn't have like the big floats. This was all just like families putting things together, you know, so it was kind of cute. So I'll put in a few videos of that too at the end of that parade. So we'll have sippy sip. Just good old H2O. So I guess I will go ahead and end this here. So don't forget to stay tuned for all the footage if you want from the beach and Mario's gig and the parade with Lynette and Roy and what else? Anything else I took pictures or videos of. So thanks y'all for sticking around for Joe's Web 129, and be blessed, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
I gotta go get some of those boats from before. Closed, so we went to celebrate. And I took a picture.
My girl Lynette. And there's Lynette. I'm doing video. Oh. There's Lynette. Where'd she go? There she is.
Every Mardi Gras song you have to have this clip. Okay, here we go. Hey everybody,
Look at that car. What is this? Woo! What kind of car was that? Yeah. Woo! Visit the Aviation Museum. Woo! What year is that one? Alright. You learned how to do that over the years. It's a cozy, it's a cozy. I don't know where it went. Oh. Woo! Woo! Hi. Yes. Look at that. It's gorgeous. Are they decorating like bees? Yeah, it's bees. Woo! I love the bees. Woo! Y'all are cute. I like the bees. Look how cute their little outfits are.
So much to call up in the ocean. Like an 18
And that's the end.
Now come on here, come on.
boy Mario.